This is Paint Live TV. I'm Chris the Idaho Painter. In this video, I'm going to show you how to repack a Titan RX Pro spray gun. So if you want to see how we repack this fast and easy, don't leave yet. So I've been getting some questions on my social media, how you repack these spray guns. These are the spray guns I use a lot, almost exclusively now, because the trigger pull is significantly lighter than the other spray guns I've used, and having tendonitis in my fingers from spraying so long, it's a lot easier to use this gun. So I really like the trigger pull on this gun. But repacking this gun is now, this new gun is significantly cheaper than repacking other guns that I've used in the past, or like the contractor gun from Graco. It's actually not even worth repacking because the repacking kit is so expensive. The packing kit on this is significantly cheaper, and the first time you repack this gun, it actually doesn't cost you anything, because I'm gonna show you how you just flip the seat inside here, and then away you go once again. So the repacking of this gun, all it is removing this diffuser off here, and hopefully I used the right word. If I didn't, then so be it. Here we go. So I'm going to remove this. I just need a crescent wrench, some type of wrench to remove this off of here. I'm just gonna get it on there, loosen it up. It's gonna screw right off. One thing, make sure you pull the trigger on this thing. If you don't pull the trigger, when you unscrew it or you tighten it up, you could scratch the ball on the needle or the seat itself. The seat is carbide, so you'll probably scratch the ball. You would probably scratch it, and now it's probably gonna leak again, especially if it's brand new and you're just replacing the seat or flipping it. So I'm gonna hold the trigger, squeeze it in, remove this, and then I can release the trigger after it's moved. Now you can see the ball inside there. I've got my seat inside here. The first time you repack this gun, if that ball doesn't have any scratches, any pits, divots, or scoring on it, then all you gotta do is replace the seat. I use a little tool right here out of my Apollo gun cleaning kit. I'm gonna punch that diffuser out. I'm gonna stick my finger up there, because if you punch it out, it could just fall somewhere on the ground and you could lose it. I'm gonna punch it so it comes out. It's gonna set on my finger, and now I know this is the new side right here. I'm gonna flip that over, and it's gonna go right back inside my diffuser right here, and I got myself a repack kit just like that, simple and easy. I can set it on here. It's gonna go up inside my diffuser just like this. I put it in there. Now it's reset down inside there, and I've got my new seat inside there. It doesn't cost you anything. On the second time you repack this gun, you're gonna have to replace that seat right there. That seat costs $25. At my local paint store, that's the retail price of it. And so if you think about it, the seat can be used twice. It's really just $12.50 to replace that thing. I'm gonna check my ball. I'm gonna feel this with my finger. And what I recommend doing is feeling the ball on a new one, so you know what it's supposed to feel like. It's really nice and smooth. It has a soft, buttery feel to it. I can feel that. It feels really good. On a gun that is worn, it has a lot of use, you might feel some paint stuck on there. You can scrape the paint off with your fingernail. If there's anything on there, you don't want to use anything that could score that ball. I can feel it. If I get any built up paint on there to get it off, I can feel, is there any scratch, divots, any scoring on there? If I don't feel anything, I'm good to go. Put my diffuser, new flipped seat over, and my gun is repacked. Just squeeze the trigger, screw it back on, keeping it squeezed the whole time, tighten it. First repacking has now been done at no cost, absolutely amazing. And that makes it worth repacking your gun, obviously. Now, if you did feel any scratches, scoring, divots on that ball, I'm going to replace that ball. Here's my Titan repacking kit. So the Titan repacking kit comes in this kit. I've got the kit I purchased today. I purchased this kit, and it cost me $20.99 for this kit. It came with instructions. It comes with 2 tools. You've got to have these tools, and it comes with a new needle that has a new ball on it. Don't want to lose that thing. It's very small. There's no way you can replace this new needle without these 2 tools. Now I'm going to take this gun, needle's exposed. this first tool just drops in here, and it's just gonna drop in place where it falls all the way down. I'm gonna turn it till it falls into place. Right there, fell into place. Now I know, I can see it's flush right there. It looks like a propeller on an airplane. That cannot move, or it's gonna change the adjustment that's set at factory of that needle that's inside there. If you turn it one way or turn it the other way, it's gonna affect the adjustment of the needle, and you could get some leaking of your gun after you release the trigger. Hold that in place. It's gonna hold in place. I'm gonna drop this other little Allen wrench tool down inside here. I'm gonna get it on my needle. It's set on my needle. Now I'm gonna hold that in place, unloosen my needle. I can turn it until I feel it comes loose. And now there it is. There's the end of the needle right there. I just take my new one, drop it into place. It's gonna drop in place just like this. And then I'll just take and re-tighten it back up. And there you go. Now, if anything happens, if this moves, always keep it a reference of where it was. I can see it's about maybe like 10 o'clock. If you look at it like a clock, that's 10 o'clock there. That could be 3 or 4 o'clock that side. I don't want that to change. Otherwise, you'll change the adjustment of that. Now I'm gonna take my gun, squeeze my trigger, make sure my seat is still up inside there. I can see it's there. Screw it tight, tighten it up, put my trigger guard back on, put my gun back on, and away I go. Now I'm gonna hook it up to my airless sprayer, test it to make sure there is no leaking. If there is leaking, if this gun has got a lot of age to it and you're getting some, after you release the trigger, some spitting still coming out of that gun, there could be an issue with the spring inside here, and you may have to adjust that. I would never take this thing off, you know, especially when this gun is new, and never mess with the backside of that and mess with that adjustment unless you're still having leaking with a new seat, a new needle. But you're gonna take this off. There's a spring. This is what creates the tension on your trigger. Take this off. And you're gonna see a nut inside here that bit of tension behind there. Here's the spring, and now here's that knot. And what happens is with this new seat and needle in here, if you release the trigger and you're still getting leaking on here, it could be because this needle needs to be adjusted in or out. Now, logical thinking would tell you that I want to screw it tighter to stop the leaking. That is not the case. What you actually want to do is loosen it up, turn it the opposite direction, tight to the right, loose to the left. So you want to counterclockwise, you'd want to loosen it, and that does not have to be adjusted very much. I would just take my wrench, put it on here or a socket, and just turn it slightly, tighten it back up, and see if it leaks. If it does loosen it up a little bit more, it has to be in small increments. Then I'm just going to put this back on, and the first time you do this, it's not easy to do, and that's why you don't want to mess with this if you don't have to. That's why I hate messing with the backside of these things. It's not easy to get back on. I'm always afraid I'm not going to get it on straight and cross thread it and ruin the threads on the backside of this. But there you go. I'm squeezing my trigger. Once again, I'm going to tighten it up. Every time I'm messing with the gun, the packings of the gun, I'm always squeezing the trigger, release my trigger. Now I'm ready to go. Put my guard back on. And my gun is repacked. So you have it, the seat is $25, the repacking kit is $20.99, and all it is this little needle. I'm not sure why they don't give you a seat, you know, every time, but the seat only needs replaced, you know, every second time you need to pack it, so that might be why. And then these tools, don't ever throw these tools away. You want to keep those tools. They do come with every single packing kit though, so I guess you could probably sell the packing kit a little bit cheaper if you didn't include the tools every time, and they would save you money. But I'm not Titan, so I'm not sure, you know, what the thinking is behind that. So there you have it. If you got any questions about this process, leave it down in the questions and comments below. If you want to see a video, because this was basically, I've been getting some questions on my store, our store, paintlifesupply.com, people asking me how to repack a gun. And I went out and did some research, and there was nothing out there how to repack a gun. I couldn't find anything on YouTube, couldn't find anything on Google except like these little 20-second videos, animated videos that didn't really show you how to do it. So we're here to help you. Let us know what you need. Hit the subscribe button. That way you get subscribed to our channel. Hit the notification bell right next to it. It's like a little bell type icon. If you don't click both of them, you're not going to get notified every time I come out with a new video. And it's weird. It's just a simple little email that you get. You can just delete that email, or you can click on it and watch my latest video. It's free, simple, easy to do. A simple way to help support our channel and all these videos we're making. And we really appreciate it if you give us a thumbs up. It just keeps us encouraged with making these videos and continue on down this path to educate you. Hopefully we'll see you on our next video. Hopefully you subscribe. We'll see you next time. Out.